don't we, Aki?
I love wine. A good red wine, you can't beat it.
Excellent. Well, for the longest time, the most popular wine guide in the country is the Platter guide, and it comes in those bright, lurid colors, pink one year, red, that kind of standout cover. But what they've done is they've turned it into an app. Unfortunately, it's only on Android for now, but it is a comprehensive guide to your favorite kinds of wines, or if you're experimenting with the wine and what it looks like. Let's take a look at their new app.
So Platters by Diners Club app is unique because it's driven by the power of the Platters tasting team. The context that Platters gives is an expert view. We use 16 very professional, highly regarded tasters. So unlike other apps in the scene, which are driven by user notes and, in a sense, the person on the street's view on wines, Platters is driven by expert view, and that makes Platters unique.
A great wine is a wine that you take a sip of and you say, I love it, and I want more of it.
On balance, you're looking for that clean, pure fruit. You're looking for something that is hopefully going to appeal to the masses, because not everybody is crazy and mad and OCD about wine like the people inside the industry are. People are just looking for something that's really good and fun to drink.
Platters also has the label scanning technology, which other apps also have, but we've incorporated that. I'd say the main feature and the main distinction is that it's expert driven, it's notes and reviews and a view on wine that you can trust. It's underpinned by the Platters brand.
The wine industry is quite an important industry in the South African economy, both from a job creation perspective, but also because South Africa is one of the top 10 wine exporters in the world, and so it helps quite a lot in terms of our balance of payments. So clearly an important industry.
What you need to do is to register on our site and be a subscriber. The app it's a free download, but it does cost a subscription fee per year. That's because we taste over 8,000 wines. We use over 20 experts in wine, so it is something we need to charge for. You go to the App Store, you download the app, and then you punch in your Platters login credentials. Then you've got Platters in your pockets, essentially. You launch the app like any other app, and once you go to the home page, you'll see the options, which include scanning the wine label using label recognition or using a manual search. The search is very, very deep and intensive. You can go through, as I say, over 8,000 labels and wines, and all the way back to 2008. So it's a wine library in your pockets from 2008 to 2016. So what the app offers you is the complete database of Platters, which is the South African wine scene, up to date, current, all the producers, all the wines, all on your app. It allows you to investigate the wine in terms of who the producer is, a bit about them, their contact details. It allows you to look at all of their wines in their range. It gives you the expert view in terms of our star rating. It also tells you how long you can expect the wine to mature, which is very useful. It also allows you to save your favorites, also allows you to share your favorites with your friends, and it has a geolocation function. So if you're traveling in the winelands, you can use the app to tell you which wineries are near you, and then your map can lock in and you can be directed straight to your favorite winery, where you can make notes, check the scores, and go further in your wine knowledge. The challenges were mainly around the label. To capture that many labels of the South African wine scene is quite something, and we in future are going to get users to actually also take photographs for us to replenish and to enlarge our database of label images. When it came to the actual wine knowledge, the wine notes and the producer notes, we have all that. That is the core of what Platters does. For the last 36 years, we've investigated all the producers, we know the wines, we taste the wines, we write the notes. So that is all in the database. That was quite simple to feed into the app. But adding the visual, the labels was the challenge. And then luckily these days, many of the other features like geolocation are bolt-ons that are pretty easy to put into an app. And I think what the app will do is take South African wine further abroad. It's, as we know, quite difficult to move books around. They're heavy. But an app now that you can download over the air through your Wi-Fi means that people in the farthest corners of the earth can learn about South African wine and can actually, with wine in front of them, have a conversation. So it's really going to open the door to more people who are wine curious to learn about South African wine in particular, and as I say, with comprehensive, thorough notes and scoring. So this is Bokke on Bree Street. It's run by Neil Grant, who is part of the South African Sommeliers Association. Platters and the South African Soms Association have a good standing, and obviously they care about wine. We really care about wine. So I thought it would be lovely to introduce the Platters by Diners Club app in Bokke, because Bokke has a great wine list, is wonderful on the menu. They do great pizza in a Neapolitan style. And the app also, when it talks about wine, often talks about which foods will go very well with the wine. Wine and food are clearly simpatico, you know, they really go together. And I also published the Rossouw's restaurant guide, so Platters for wine, Rossouw's for restaurants. So Bokke brings it together with the app.
I think if you think about everything in life that's great, it's all about that collection of experiences, not about just doing things that no one else can do. Your life is a collection of your experiences, and Diners is all about making sure we're there along the journey with you as you create this great masterpiece of your life.